Today I want to talk about underlying pigment and background tones. The reason why I'm using white swatches is so you could see what the underlying pigment or tone is to each of the colors that I'm going to use.
So why is swatching so important? It's useful to understand background tones and underlying pigment. Let me explain. We often talk about underlying pigment and background tone without fully understanding what that is. Let me explain the difference. Underlying pigment is the color that is left in your hair after you've exposed it with lightener. For instance, if you're going from a level 3, up to a level 5 with lightener, that underlying pigment is going to be red. On the other hand, background tone is part of the color that anchors that color and gives it longevity and sustainability. So it's really important to know that they both work in unison, and background tone plus underlying pigment is going to give you that end result.
On our swatches, we have about a level 12 underlying pigment. Remember that underlying pigment plus your background is going to equal your end result. So now let's test. I've taken 6 swatches and used all of our cooling colors. As per our Shades EQ instructions, we want to make sure that all swatches are saturated front and back and that each shade is processed for 20 minutes. Now on level 12s, there is pretty much an absence of underlying pigment. There is super little color left in that hair. Because of that, you're going to see that background tone really start to show up within a couple of minutes. Have you ever been at the sink and put a violet in someone's hair? She's really blonde and all you see is purple coming up. So then you furiously wash it out of the hair? Well, that's the direct dye that started to deposit first. And within a few minutes, the oxidative dye will kick in. Because at a level 12, there is so much absence of pigment, you may have to dilute your formula in order for it to get to the desired color.
Choosing the background of your color is really an important choice because it's going to be your foundation. If you want cooler, you're going to choose black to gray. If you want warmer or natural, you're going to use a brown to tan. If you want to make a statement, don't choose a background. Use something that has no background. That'll come out vibrant and true to tone.
Hang in for our next video so you can see the results of these swatches. Again, this is Cynthia Martinez, and I'm the Services District Educator for New York City and the boroughs.